Yo, what's up, everybody? And today I want to talk about the importance of getting your first credit card. This is something that I made a huge mistake with. I'm going to just be honest and just be 100% transparent with y'all. I messed up, man. I made the mistake of waiting. I made the mistake of prolonging getting my first credit card out of fear. A little bit of laziness, but mostly fear because I didn't understand them and I was kind of afraid of them. I was afraid that I would mess up my finances if I got a credit card. And it's actually the complete opposite. Um, Before I start talking about this, I want to preface this video and say that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I'm just talking about my own personal experiences. And if you want to take my advice, that's on you. If you don't, whatever. But I waited until I was 24 years old before I got my first credit card. I think I was a senior in, I was about to say high school. I would be a dumbass high school student. I was a senior in college. I think it was the start of my senior year when I got my first credit card. And I just basically got on Google and typed up, best first credit cards to get or beginner credit cards. And there was a whole list of credit cards that popped up. And after, a couple hours of research, I finally picked one. It was like a student credit card to where if you're a student that you can prove you're a student, they'll basically just approve you for it. You start with a real low limit, like a $500 credit limit. And then the more and more you use it, like with any other credit card, they'll boost your credit limit. But what I really want to talk about today is I want to talk about the importance of getting your credit card sooner. So like I mentioned before, I waited until I was 24. Had I gotten my credit card as soon as I turned 18, my credit score right now would be much higher than it is, which don't get me wrong, I have a really, really good credit score already, but I'll be probably in the 800 club right now. I'm gonna just put it like that. If I would have gotten my credit card at 18 versus 24. So right now I want to talk to just the 16 and 17 year olds. And no Dr. Disrespect, bro. I know that sounds weird as hell, but no Dr. Disrespect. I want to talk to the 16 and 17 year olds, but not like that. When anybody says any like weird sus stuff, they say no Diddy. Nah, I'm starting a new trend. If somebody says some pedo shit, you gotta say no Dr. Disrespect. Okay, all right. Okay, enough jokes. But for the 16 and 17 year olds, I think this is the most important age to get a credit card, in my honest opinion. The sooner the better. And I know legally you can't get your own credit card in your name at 16 or 17, at least not in the United States, not that I'm aware of, but there is a way around it. All you have to do is, if you have parents who are financially responsible and they're financially literate, they understand what's going on. If your parents aren't just fucking retarded with their money, go talk to your parents and see if they'll get you a credit card. Like, let's say they get a new credit card and they put it in their name, but they make you an authorized user. So basically, you'll be attached to that. So anytime that credit card is used, anytime that credit card gets a boost in credit score or whatever, that goes to you as well. Anything tied to that credit card will be tied to you. So basically, that's a way for you to bypass the not being 18 thing. And if you're 18, go ahead and just get one, man. Don't overthink it like I did. Don't be afraid and don't think, because my problem was I was sitting here thinking, oh, if I get a credit card, I'm going to be, so tempted to use it. I'm going to just be swiping that thing. But I was always pretty frugal with my money before I had a credit card. Like, I'm still that way now. So this is 100% dependent on who you are. If you're one of those people who just spends, it's going to be hard for you regardless. You're just going to have to exercise some discipline. That's it. A credit card, in my opinion, it's almost like, I'll use an analogy for people who like don't really understand them, because I'm still learning about them too. I've had them since I was 24, so 4 years now. It's almost like, imagine you're a kid in an amusement park and you want to ride all these different rides, right? And every time you go to the front of the line to ride this ride, the conductor is gonna put you up next to, the little height measurement type thing and see if you're tall enough to ride the ride. That's how I see a credit card. Imagine you're going to a business and you're asking them for a loan, or you're going to a lender and you're asking them, hey, I want a loan so I can buy this property, or you go to a bank and ask them for a certain amount of money, they're going to say, hey, let me see your credit score. How tall are you? You know, they're going to ask to run your credit to see if you're somebody who's trustworthy to even give money to. It's basically just a history of you borrowing money and paying the money back. So if you start establishing that when you're young and you show from 16 to, imagine I was 16 when I did it, from 16 to 28, fast forward 12 years, dude, they would say, wow, this dude for 12 years has been exercising financial discipline and he's been constantly paying stuff on time. He hasn't been going over his limit. He hasn't been maxing cards out, none of that. They're going to be more likely to lend you the money. And you're going to get much better deals than somebody who doesn't have credit cards, or somebody who's maxed cards out, somebody who has only had a credit card for 2 years. That's why it's important, man. If you do it way, way, way before your peers, you'll see the benefits. You'll get way better deals, way better offers. And a lot of credit cards have special perks too, man. Like, for example, I have a card that gives me fly miles. I don't even travel like that, but I knew one day that I would. So I went ahead and got a card that allows me to get like miles for, flights. And me and my little brother are going to Vegas next month. For both of us, 2 round trip flights there and back. I only paid $190. So that's $95 a piece for there and back. That's crazy, man. And I did that with a credit card, and I booked it with my credit card. So I'm using somebody else's money to go on that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't beat it. But yeah, man, this video wasn't going to be long at all. I thought that was something that was important to talk about, because I know for me, I find that to be a mistake. Waiting until I was 24 to get a credit card. Had I known what I know now, I would have done it back when I was 18, when I could have done it myself, because I'm not sure my mom would have trusted me enough to put her name on a card with me. But yeah, man, I didn't want to make this video long at all. I just wanted to basically make this as a sense of urgency for anybody who is thinking about getting a credit card and has not gotten one. Just go ahead and do it, man. You'll see it's not as intimidating or as scary as it seems. And the sooner the better. Like I said, this video is mostly for anybody from ages 16 to 21. The sooner the better. Hell, I got a friend who, he has a 3-year-old son, and he has a credit card, and he put his 3-year-old son as an authorized user on that card. Like, that's very, very rare and very, very extreme. I think most credit card companies has like a minimum age of 13, but there's some that don't have an age restriction at all for authorized users. So that's perfectly legal if the parameters of the card allows it. Like, if that company, credit card company, doesn't have an age restriction, you can do that. That's the crazy thing to me. So his son at 3 years old is building credit. It's fucking wild. So by the time this dude turns 18, he's probably gonna have a credit score of like 800. You know what I'm saying? As long as his dad doesn't fuck shit up, as long as his dad isn't, spending his money crazy. But his dad's pretty smart with money. But that's just intelligent, man. He's just super smart. That's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I ain't no financial advisor or nothing, but I think this is something that was important, and something that I really like talking about. So yeah, man. If you found this video helpful, let me know what you thought about it in the comments, or leave a like on the video. And if you're new, please subscribe, man. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on my new content. I've been getting some really nice comments, man, and that makes your boy feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something correct, But yeah, man, thank y'all for rocking with me. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.